Hello and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you the basics of HTML. So if you've ever wanted to build your own website, I'm going to show you how you first get started. Obviously you won't learn everything there is to know in one tutorial, but I'm going to give you the basic building blocks just to get you set up, and by the end of it you should be able to create a very simple web page. First of all, I'm just going to be working on my Mac today, and I'm going to bring up Notepad or TextEdit, and that's what I'm going to be using to write the code. So let's go and get TextEdit. There it is. Now, when you're writing HTML code, everything that you write has to start in a tag. And a tag, or tags, look like this. I'm just going to increase the size of these so that you can really see what I'm doing. I'm going to increase the font size. Okay. So tags look like this. Angled brackets. People often refer to them as angled brackets. Okay. So first thing that you have to write is the angled bracket and then something in the middle. Now, when you're writing a web page, it's written in HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Okay. So what you have to do is tell the document you are a hypertext markup language document. So I'm just simply going to write HTML, and then I'm going to close that bracket. All that does is tell the web browser, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, whatever you use, that this document that it's reading is an HTML document. Okay. The other golden rule to remember is if you open a tag, and this is what you call an opening tag, you have to have a closing tag. Now, that's not strictly true in all senses of HTML, but for most HTML tags, which is the name for the commands, you must have a closing tag. And a closing tag looks like this. Start with your angle brackets, and then you will have a backslash. Okay? You always put a backslash in to denote a closing tag. And then we say HTML, and now that's the end of that document. So you say, we have a HTML document. This is the end of the HTML document. Those are the first tags that you're going to need. Now what I'm going to do is separate these tags out so that I can write my web page in between those two tags. So I'm just pressing return and pushing that tag right to the bottom of the document. And I'm going to write my next tag now. Any web page is a bit like a person. It has a head and a body. Now, the head is where you store all the information about what the page is, such as the name of the page, Phil's web page, for example. The description of the page. Phil tells you how to write web pages. Any what we call meta tags, which are things like keywords, build a web page, web pages in the UK, web pages for beginners, things that people might search for if they were looking for a website like yours. All that information goes into the head tags. Let's write the head tags now. Opening tag, like so. And then, because I've opened a tag, I'm going to close that tag as well. Okay, so there is the head tags. Now there's nothing in that head at the moment, so there's nothing to see. But what I'm going to do is write in the title of the page. Okay. Title. And at the end of that bracket there, I'm going to write the title. I'm just going to call it Phil's web page. I'm going to take those out of capitals actually. Okay. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to make the font size slightly smaller just for a few minutes. Just to make it easier for you guys to really see what's going on. Okay, so we've got title, Phil's webpage. Remember, we've opened the title tag, so now we're just going to close that tag. Okay, and that's all I'm going to put into the head just for now. I said a web page always has a head and a body, so we've done the head tag for now, and now we're going to write a body tag. Notice I've gone away from the capitals, but don't worry about that for now. Capitals or lowercase, it's fine. So I've written the body tag, and the body's kind of special. What the body is everything that displays on the web page. It's everything you can see. Anything that's in the head tag, apart from the title, you cannot see. So, in my body, I'm simply going to write a line of text. Very basic. Hello. Welcome to my first web page. And I'm going to put a full stop. That's all I'm going to write for now. And then I'm going to close that body tag. Now that I've done that, I'm going to save my document. You just go File, Save As, and you have to save the file with the right file extension. Now, because I'm using a Mac and I'm using TextEdit, it automatically tries to save the file as an RTF file. But I'm going to just save it as index, because that's what we usually call the first page of any website, .htm. And I'm going to just press save. It's just prompting me to check that the file extension is correct. I'm going to say use HTM. And I should have saved that file now. There on my desktop. You see? There it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to just double click on that file and it will open in my web browser. Now my web browser is Firefox. And there you have it. You can see the text that I wrote. You can also see, if you look here, where I wrote in the title, Phil's web page, that applies on the browser as well. Okay, so that's just getting you started. You're probably thinking, well, Phil, why can't I just write that in Word and press Save as HTML and get the same result? Well, you can. However, it's about getting the right sort of code, and I'll explain that as we go along in the next tutorial. Okay, thank you.